It's day 3, only 29,906 verses to go. I must warn you, there's some pretty explicit content in Genesis 29 to 40. Let's have a look. Jacob, the smooth man I was telling you about yesterday, steals Esau, the hairy man's blessing, and Esau goes nuts, so Jacob has to leg it. Then there's some super sketchy marrying that goes on in chapter 29 of Genesis. Jacob is in love with this girl called Rachel. He agrees to work for 7 years so he can marry her, and then Rachel's dad tricks him into accidentally marrying his older daughter Leah. How do you marry somebody by accident? And then Jacob has the chapter of his dreams in Genesis 30. Leah is like, sleep with me and have my babies, and Rachel's like, no, sleep with me and have my babies. And then Leah's like, sleep with my maidservant and have more babies, and Rachel's like, no, sleep with my maidservant. And the whole time Jacob's like, yeah, all right then. All these babies that Jacob is having with all these ladies become people that you are going to know about in a second. Jacob is now preparing to meet up with the brother who he stole from 20 years ago. And what does he do to prepare for it? Well, first he has a wrestling match with God, who does his hipping, and then he arranges to give him an absolutely ridiculous present. 220 goats, 200 ewes, 20 rams, 30 camels, 40 cows, 10 bulls and 30 donkeys. Just for the record, if you ever upset me and see me 20 years later, I'll be happy with an iPad. Now we get this story in Genesis 34 that I guarantee you didn't hear in Sunday school. The sister of all these brothers is a girl called Dinah, and she gets sexually assaulted, and her brothers are obviously very angry, and they try to decide what they're going to do about it. So they trick the guys responsible into circumcising themselves, and then in 3 days' time, when their willies are still hurting, they kill them. It's worth remembering that not everything the Bible records is stuff that it commands. Sometimes it's just honest about how rubbish humans can be. Tune in tomorrow to find out who all those brothers are. I close my eyes, drew back the curtain,